The magician continues to follow the Emperor's path, I see. But the Emperor is sometimes blind and sometimes willfully so. Long ago, Darkmoor was a world of humans and a nexus of magical energies, familiar and forbidden. Shadow magic is the name given the latter. And the Sisterhood developed to study it, to harness it, to remove the stigma from it. Perhaps that is why Bartleby ignored what happened next. Because a wanderer came, known to legend as Belauer. He used shadow and weaving and nameless things, and he found the Scholomans. And the Shadow Witches were changed by it, as all Darkmoor was changed by it. They followed Belauer, his symbols, his tales of the Scholomans. But then he was gone, and all he knew was lost with him. The Scholomans closed forever. Only its would-be disciples remained. Reflexive obedience to a hazily remembered concept they never themselves saw. That is the doctrine of the Scholomari. My former doctrine. Until I found the very thing they sought and was repulsed by it. Now I shall tell you how to get there, and we shall see how you respond.
We're here. Everyone ready to go? Yeah, Wizard. I'm coming with. This place, I know it well. And I can help you through it. And Keziah.
The fool must turn the veil and reverse the Hierophant.
Yeah, that. Wait, am I the fool?
I am. You are the Knave of Wands.
Good to know. Off we go then?
Scion, a moment. I know you seek restitution from the Broken Branch's leader, and I wish you luck. But their cure, they could save us all. You must bring it back to us.
Well, here we are. Who says you can't go home again? Yeah, might as well get this over with. The Scholomari have a unique method of recruitment. They don't bite or curse, well... Look, that is the Black Lagoon. It's not water, it's raw shadow magic, the spiritual energy of transformation. That is how Scholomari recruit. They abduct humans, usually children, from mortal planes or outsider camps, raise them in their ways, and when they come of age, submerge them in that. It's a weird philosophical mix of the Shadowmancers they used to be and the twisted things they are now. Humanity is mortality, and that is weakness. So they use the lagoon's power to strip you of mortality. Funny thing is, I think they're weaker now than they used to be. Scholomari are defined by their desire for the Scholomance, not their finding of it. Whereas the Shadowmancers, well, here, I'll show you. This used to be a proper school of shadow magic. Even had a spell tree. Bartleby and Raven tried to suppress it, but where there's light... Shadow magic is just a natural part of existence, only feared because of their feud with Spider, a feud you ultimately resolved. I used to play here as a kid, but to the Scholomari, shadow magic is a tool, and a shadow school is a reminder of the mortality they forsook. Now their only school is over there. And that is a lot more about indoctrination. Yeah, those would likely be children the Scholomari abducted. Not too far away from their graduation, I'd say. You can't save them, Wizard. But sure, see for yourself.
What is magic?
Magic is will,
Whose will?
our will,
What do you will?
whatever we need, heedless of morality, sympathy, or remorse.
And when a mortal wizard comes to take you from this place, what do you will then?
Annihilate them!
Enough. I think the point has been made. Return to your studies. The mortal and I will continue our debate outside. Did you truly think you could attack our school and steal our children? How would Ravenwood react to such offense? Why would we be any different? Our children want to be here. They want to learn the lost ways of the Scholomans, the sweet virtue of malice so lost on the worlds beyond. Oh yes, sometimes they wander, and they lose sight of their goals. But they always find their way back to us.
Don't you even think of dunking me, you rotted old crones!
I really must thank you for returning our lost soul. Once she has joined us, I will give you the honor of being her first victim.
Hurry, Wizard! Don't let them flank us! Let's see them try to swarm us both.
Apprentice Dark Flame, don't fight us. Embrace us. Become us.
That is not my name. You don't—
Such will. If only it weren't so dampened by frailty, by humanity. But we will fix that.
Enough, Hierophant. Stop this now, and we will give you something more.
Sister Grim Omen, this is a blessed night, isn't it? Very well. Mortal, let us discuss terms. You are clearly the leader of this little band, so let us discuss how you will bring me to the Scholomans. You arrive here with Sister Grim Omen and expect me to believe you offer anything else? Do you even realize, child, with whom you travel? Keziah, No, that may be the epithet with which she bridled herself. But that is not her title, not her true self. She is Grim Omen. She walked the path of Balaur and discovered the Scholomance. And if she were to do it again, I could be convinced to let you live. You and the wayward apprentice. But know this, mortal. Deceive me or fail me, and I will introduce you to such suffering Bartleby will feel it.
The Hierophant schemes, but she will be outwitted by the fool. And yes, magician, that fool is me. I haplessly opened the Scholomance. I proved it was possible to follow Balaur's path, and it showed me myself, as it will show you. For the Scholomance is not a physical place and cannot be reached through conventional means. There is no road, there is only a path. It is trapped twixt life and death, and that path is personal, unique to us all. And thus the rituals necessary to navigate it vary for each person. And finding those rituals is difficult. I buried myself in experiments with time and spirit. As for you, how would you find the truth of yourself?
I can actually help with that, but it will take a while. We can summon a shadow of yourself, wizard. The ineffable reflection of your soul. I don't know much about finding the Scholomance, but I do know how to summon a shadow self. Something personal doesn't mean something physical. There is nothing more personal than a story. Like how, once upon a time, there was a girl. She didn't have a name, but she was raised by witches. They took her when she was very little, too little to remember, and made her their apprentice. They were shaping her into something wicked. And she figured it out, right here at this lake, delving into secrets the witches wanted forgotten. She faced herself, what she would become. And she fled, found the outsiders, took a real name. She called herself Velna, and she kept studying forbidden things, and dedicated her life to them. That's my story, my real story. One I don't like to tell, but that's what the ritual needs. So take your time. Tell your own. Wow. Thank you for that. And don't worry. That will stay between you, me, and the shadows. Speaking of, you need one more thing. See those blobs? They're congealed shades that ooze out of the lake. Take from them the shadow substance from which your shadow self can form.
Come see the great-haired Dine perform his illustrious feats of illusion, escapery, and general legend made at the home of Lord Shane von Shane. Help!
You have entreated the wellspring of shadow and gathered its substance. Then the ritual of Belauer can begin. The next step is to wait. Wait as your shadow self materializes. Wait as it comes to understand you and guide you. It will take 3 nights. On the first night, the shadow will knock 4 times. Thump, 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 thump. It will leave you something. On the second night, it will visit you and ask you for a gift. You must deliver it. On the third night, it will take you into the abyss. And if you emerge, the path to the Scholomans will begin. There is an old cabin over there you can use when you're ready. Wait for the knocks and see what is left for you.
history was a gift. It showed him the spiral he was to maintain, the end result of every decision he made. But that means he knew. He always knew everything that happened. He knew the Storm Titan would attack Celestia. He knew Dragonspire would fall. And he did nothing. Why did he do nothing? Those aren't the real questions, are they? You know the real question. Why didn't he warn you?
You have passed the first night, but have you received the gift of truth? No, don't tell me. The truth is for your shadow. Its reaction will tell you what it means. Now you must wait for a second night. Tonight, the shadow won't knock. It enters and it lies. Dispel the lesser shadows, the diminished aspects, with a touch of magic, and tell the most influential one the truth you have learned.
I am an agent of peace. I am the enemy of the worlds. I always win. I am the end of all things. The Emperor sets the rules. All other aspects are secondary to his edicts, for his way is the righteous way, the way that saves us all. So why do you summon us? To seek the Scholomance? That is not his way. These truths from depths you have shared, if he knows everything that will happen, then he knew this would happen. From the moment we met, he knew the Arcanum would happen. Sybil. He knew and he never said anything.
You have shared the truth with your shadow, but have you accepted it yourself? It is okay to share it now. The shadows know it, and what you seek, and they are pondering your request. Unburden yourself.
Actually, yeah. Why didn't Bartleby warn you about the attack on the Arcanum? Why not tell you about Miranda Breyer at all?
Oh, he sets the rules. Perhaps the Emperor is not as all-seeing as he thinks.
He did have that blind spot for a bit where his eye was gone. But now that I think about it, how was an all-seeing divine robbed in the first place? He had to know it would happen, and he let it happen. Like the Arcanum, like Sybil, like everything here. Why? Ugh. Please don't tell me the broken branch might have a point.
The magician must decide that for themselves. But they wait one last night. Tonight, the shadow will return, and if the Scholomance accepts you, the shadow will guide you to the path of Balawar. You must follow it into the abyss.
I am the scion of Bartleby, the servant of the spiral's benevolent architect. His word is my guide, his thought my command. I am his instrument to be played. I am you, your mirror. I speak your words, feel your heart. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, see the obvious, embrace the hurt, ignore the lies. am you, your mirror. I speak your words, feel your heart. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, see the obvious, embrace the hurt, ignore the lies. Yes, are you obvious the truth and beyond the comfortable lies? Ignore the lies. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, the obvious truth beyond the comfortable lies. Ignore the lies. You must acknowledge painful truths and comfortable lies. Yes, are you the obvious truth beyond the comfortable lies? Ignore the lies. The tree lies. He obscures. He manipulates. I need not let him. If I am not his blind instrument, what am I? Perhaps not an instrument at all, but a player. Maybe it is time I sang my own song. Perhaps I need not be bound by his rules.
You return after another night with a bottle. A bottle emblazoned with the emblem of the House of Coins. Coins are said to represent the material world, the dirt of the ground, the earth, you might say. Oh, I know of your origins. Scion from beyond. Your tune was sampled into the great song itself by its very singer, but it's still the beat of the earth. That is the rhythm of your heart. You are music. You are material. You are earth and a spiral. What does your song sound like? Perhaps if you open that bottle, you will find out. This will require, of course, that you listen. The sound of shadow should not be muted.
Did that come from the old Shadow School? Why would your personal path to the Scholomance lead there?
Did the magician not free the creator of shadow? Did they not see it spread through the spiral? Perhaps the shadows aren't done with you yet. Mine was a very different route. I saw myself from tomorrow, distraught and miserable, and I crafted the cards to better understand why. But your key, it seems, is music.
We have a musicology scholar at the Arcanum who would say that music is memory, emotional memory, the truth of a moment inscribed as melody. I used to think he was just full of himself, but maybe he was on to something.
This is the voice of coins, the song of coins that is a connection to the Scholomance. So it stands to reason we need voices of swords, wands, and cups. Perhaps you need to demonstrate the attributes they exemplify. Swords, for example, represent mind and will. So, yes, free the knaves of wands from the Hierophant's control. That should be an adequate declaration of will, if you can do it.